So coming awake to an alarm bell with a certain start is not the best way to do your life.
Did you sleep well last night? How did you feel waking up this morning? Were you refreshed, excited to tackle the day ahead of you? Or did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, as many would say when you wake up grumpy and irritated? Did you feel like you're not yourself? In this episode of Philippine Tales, we take in the thoughts of Jagadish Vasudev, or popularly known as Sadhguru, an Indian yoga guru and author.
How many of you find that one day morning when you get up without any reason, you're just feeling ugly for no reason? If it is happening even at least 2-3 times a year, if it is, then you must do certain things before you go to bed. It's very, very important. Because unconsciously, you need to understand this, you can incubate a lot of either negative things or positive things in sleep. Either pleasantness or unpleasantness, you can incubate very effectively, uninterrupted in sleep. You can also incubate it in the day, but there are so many interruptions, it doesn't happen very efficiently. But if you have a tendency to go to bed in a certain way and you wake up in the morning really nasty for simply no reason, that means you're incubating things in the night very efficiently. Bad eggs. This is not just about psychological disturbances, it can cause major physiological problems over a period of time. It's important that you eliminate these things from your life. So, before you go to bed in the night, there are certain things that you need to take care of. It's best if you're eating meat and other kinds of meals, you eat at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. The digestion is over. Before going to bed, drink a certain amount of water and go to bed. You will see it gets taken care of just like this. One simple thing can be just a shower. Always to shower before go to bed. It'll make a lot of difference. Go for lukewarm showers, it makes you alert. So you will think, oh, I cannot sleep. It doesn't matter, you will sleep 15-20 minutes or half an hour later, but you will sleep better because it will take away certain things. When you shower, it is not just the dirt on the skin that you're taking away. Have you noticed if you're very tense and anxious, whatever, just a shower, you came out and feels like almost the burden has been taken away from you? Have you not noticed this? So it's not just about washing the skin, a whole lot of things happen when water flows over your body. This shower is a very rudimentary bhuti shuddhi, because over 70% of your body is actually water. If you run water over it, a certain purification happens, which is beyond cleaning the skin. One more thing if you want to do, you just light an organic oil lamp, a cotton wick, some oil, anything. Any organic oil with a cotton wick, just burn one little lamp somewhere in the room where you sleep. You will see these things will completely disappear. If you can bring in a chant or there are nightly practices, yogic practices, before you go to bed, sit on your bed and do this practice. Do you know, if you live for about 60 years, on an average, most human beings are eating anywhere between 1100 to 1400 tons of food. So that means even what you think is my body is not this, it's changing every day. New input is happening and old things are going away. So 1400 tons, you don't have to carry that much of weight right now. So obviously, what you have as a body right now is just a transient amount of food and soil, isn't it? So what you think is mine also is not it, it is just all the time changing.
Tonight before you go to bed, spend at least 12–15 minutes reminding yourself, you're neither this body nor this mind. Just lie down and just remind yourself, this body is not really you. It is mine right now for use, but it's not really me. Just… if you're not able to do it, just link it to your breath. Inhalation, I'm not the body. Exhalation, I'm not even the mind. Just lie down for 12 minutes and do it till the last moment, till you fall asleep. This is something you must notice.
Sleep is very important as this determines how you would wake up the next day. I am sure every one of us would like to wake up to a pleasant morning with a bright sunlight shining on us. So let us try what Sadhguru proposed, because we will never know if it helps until we do try. Once again, let us review those 5 things that will help us get a good night's sleep. The first is eating 3 to 4 hours before going to bed. I think you and I would agree that this is also very important in the sense that, you don't feel comfortable sleeping on a very heavy stomach, right? So I think it is just proper that, we try and eat a little earlier. As Sadhguru said, 3 to 4 hours before, bedtime, so that, we'll be more comfortable before going to sleep. Second, take a shower. I, for one, believe that a good shower just before going to bed is something that's really, really relaxing. The third is lighting an organic lamp. For as long as I can remember, we have always been lighting a lamp in the evening or in the night just before going to sleep. And our favorite is putting some lavender oil in the lamp because it really, really suits us. It gives us a really good feeling, before going to sleep. It's just that the smell and aroma instantly puts you in a good mood and a good disposition, leading you to a very peaceful sleep. Number 4 is chanting a prayer or a mantra. Whatever it is you believe in or whatever religion you follow, it is always nice to chant something that will calm your mind. For the Hindus, they have some really nice mantra that when chanted, instantly brings peace to the person who chants them. And of course, for Christians or the Catholic, we have prayers that we can always say, whenever we want to bring in peace in our mind just before going to sleep. And for the Islams, they have the prayers that they say whenever they do their salah. And for other religions or beliefs, I'm sure they have some prayers or anything that connects them to the higher force that eventually gives them peace of mind. And finally, let us remind ourselves that we are only transients in this world. This world is just a temporary residence for all of us. We must acknowledge that and be grateful for the opportunity to live a wonderful life with our family and friends. And with that, I sincerely hope that you learned a thing or two in this episode of Philippine Tales. And please remember that especially during this time of pandemic, we should keep our body and mind in tip-top condition. We should take care of ourselves and be well equipped to face the challenges of our day-to-day lives. If you like this video, I'd be grateful if you could give me a thumbs up and please share it with your friends, relatives, and colleagues who might find this interesting as well. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel for more narratives, insights, and stories about life and living the Philippine way. Bye for now!